Now, it's Lunchtime with Ira, live from the Las Vegas Hilton.
Gee.
I'll be thinking. You got to be thinking.
You're thinking all the time, I know. Yeah. Now, you were mentioning about running for mayor of Las Vegas, but you were the mayor of Gotham City.
Oh, that's an old movie I did. That was Batman Forever.
Well, I just like to tie these things together.
Okay, Batman
right?
Forever. I did a few movies. I need to go back to Lady Killers just with Tom Hanks and the Coen brothers. There's something they just did. The Coen brothers just did this movie. What's the movie they just won the award for? Is it? Come on, they just won the award. The guy shooting the guy.
That's right.
Two men, two old men, country men shooting a gun at people. Two old men.
No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men. And working with these guys, the Coen brothers.
I was just enjoying watching you struggle on that one. I mean, I could have jumped in, but I had to just sit there.
That's okay. The people watching, they know who I'm talking about. But these are guys, the brothers that are Joel and Ethan are just great guys who work for one of the movies. And
well, they're not really brothers.
Who told you that?
In the sense of that term.
Oh, God. You have to really be sharp and really be. You got to get up early in the morning to match wits with the likes of Ira Sternberg. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is today. I'm just so happy to be with Ira.
I'm delighted you're here.
And I got to leave here and go to the doctor.
I know, but
you just had a physical therapist in here.
Yes, we did.
You have me for a few more minutes.
No, we're going to have.
I just told you I am leaving.
No, we are going to have.
I'm leaving right now. You don't have me for any more time. I'm leaving. I got to go to the doctor. You know, in the past 4 months, see how thick my ankle is?
Yes.
I tore my Achilles tendon on stage at the.
Why would you do that? You're not doing gymnastics. Why would you be breaking parts of you? What's wrong with you?
Oh,
what
God,
happened?
you're slow. Man, you're off. Ira.
Yeah.
I was. You have a great sense of humor, by the way. I was on stage at the Bellagio about 4 months ago.
Yes.
And they had some unwanted cable on stage, pretty much like it is around on this floor. So I tripped on that and tore my Achilles tendon.
Not
so
good.
About a year from now, the Bellagio will be called the Giorgio. Let's make that. And do you like fishing?
Yes, fishing with George.
I'm going to restock that lake with all kinds of fish, whatever fish you like. Trout, whatever we now don't
Trout's
have
lobster.
Here.
Oh, that's salt.
We'll put lobster in there. I'm going to put salt in there. It'll be saltwater fish.
Right,
yeah, why not?
Well, I'll be following that case with
why not?
attention.
Yeah. So now I just got off my walker. I was on a walker, and everything. And
so you stopped drinking the Johnny Walker, huh? Is that what you're saying? So you're on a new program now? You're recovering?
This guy.
George Wallace, ladies and gentlemen, number 93 on Comedy
that
Central's
pisses
list
me
of
off. They don't
100
even know me. Why did you put
time.
the number? You read that book and you come to my show and see, don't I make a better 93?
I agree with you.
I know they don't know the book.
I don't think you should be 93.
Those kids in New York don't know me. They didn't know much about it. They're just writing a book. You read the list. I'm not saying I'm better than everybody else, but Jerry Seinfeld is my best friend, and I'm 50 times better than he. He makes so much money across the street. Sometimes we do conventions, you know, he gets like $500,000, $600,000 a night. There's no way in hell he's $400,000 funnier than I am. And you can call and tell him I said so too.
So did you split the money with him then?
Yeah. That's my best friend.
But I know.
We have a thing to go, you know.
But the reason I mentioned that, see, I'm looking at the comedian half full, not the comedian half empty. The fact that you're in a top 100 stand-up comedians of all time for Comedy Central. That, to me, is important. Whether it's 93 or 72 or 4, you're in the top 100. What's wrong with that?
100 comedians, come on.
Name
me 100 funny comedians.
All right. I mean, you go back to the 30s and 40s and
you
work your way up.
You go back to the 20s and work your way up.
All right, 20s if you want to show off. Okay, fine.
I should be around 51.
All right, you're right.
Then I'd be on the baseball team.
There you go. Then you'd be back at the baseball team. So speaking of George Burns, so
by the way, and eggs. Let me tell you something about these eggs. If you didn't have the eggs, right?
Yes.
Just somebody, you could just go on.
I feel a yolk coming on.
Then what about eggplant? I'm pushing it a little bit with the eggplant. Yeah, go ahead.
So you're doing movies.
Well, I don't do as many movies
I know
as I
you
should.
did.
I need to go back to Los Angeles because I'm here making this work.
What about a comedy CD? How about a comedy CD?
There's a comedy CD out. I don't have it with me.
I know.
Here it is. It's called the George Wallace. There's two. There's one going to be coming out here in Las Vegas.
I know you've had
a new one, yeah.
Okay,
we're going to come out one here in Las Vegas. There's so much to talk about in Las Vegas because the people are crazy here. If you're watching TV, you come to Las Vegas. You don't even have, if you really want to laugh, just get in the car and drive. They got some places in Las Vegas that make you laugh. Like got a place here called the 24-Hour Fitness Center. Am I serious?
That's correct.
Am I right?
You are right.
Well, a little sign underneath it, open 6 a.m. to midnight. There's a lot of things to laugh about here. What do you got a place here? What's your largest food store here? Market. It's called Food for Less, right?
Right.
With a little sign outside. If it's not fresh, it's free. Now I'm thinking if it's not fresh, it's illegal. You can just go down the line. Just got a place here called the 20. What's the name of the place here? The ice cream store been around for years. Baskin and Robbins.
Baskin Robbins. Yes.
How many flavors?
31 flavors.
No progress whatsoever. They've been in business for 50 years. They still got 31 flavors. Look at Ben & Jerry's. They got Chunky Monkey. They got Cherry Garcia. You can just ride around here and just laugh all the time. Go over to Summerlin. They got a sign up there in the hills that says Hidden Driveway. Now, why would the city waste their money and time putting up that sign that says hidden driveway, and this man has gone through all this trouble of hiding
Maybe
his
that's just the
driveway?
name of the road, hidden driveway. Maybe.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
You got to look at that.
But you got a store here. Let me keep going. Look
Go
at this
ahead.
thing. You can just laugh in Las Vegas in the store. You got a mall in the mall. You got a mall in the store. A store. You getting me confused. A store in the mall. They sell blue jeans. They got a sign up. You like signs around the city. And the sign in the mall says, if we don't fit your size, we'll give you a free pair. Now, isn't that stupid?
Yeah,
if we
because
don't fit your size,
how could they give you the free pair if they can't fit it?
that's the joke, Harry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just thinking logically here,
And
George.
a pair of culottes, you know.
Now, when you get your clothes, where do you go for your clothes? Because
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
I was in Shanghai yesterday. Have you ever been to
How
Shanghai?
could you be in Shanghai yesterday? There's no way you were in Shanghai yesterday and doing my show today. There's no way it's going to happen.
Ira, see, you don't understand that.
What?
I could be in Shanghai today and doing your show today.
Yes, I guess you could.
Yes, I've done that. That's how I've done that. I've actually been in Singapore. I've been in Honolulu.
Yes, because of time.
I've been in Hong Kong.
You're right.
Hong Kong.
But I meant from the point of jet lag. If you were.
There's no jet lag. We don't have time for jet lag. If the plane got there, apparently somebody's still alive.
Yes, that's
true. Don't have
true.
jet lag, you know. And I was in Shanghai. I get my clothes made there in Shanghai. I usually get them made here in America, but now, since I have nothing to do, I like to just jump on the plane and go over to Shanghai and Beijing and Bangkok and places like that. Next week, I'm on vacation. Guess where I'm going?
Bangkok.
Dubai.
Shanghai. Dubai.
Dubai. Haven't been there. Heard so much about it.
They're building the world's tallest building.
Are they? Because right now the world's tallest building, I think, is in Shanghai. It used to be in not Manila, but some other place, Taiwan, I think it was. And now the new tallest building is in Shanghai.
Are you going to do a club date there, or just
yes, I
visit?
am. I'm going to do not a club date, but I'm going to do a stadium in Dubai.
Excellent. All right, before we go, we have about
we already sold out 80,602 tickets.
Oh, you got to write down to the number.
Well, 80,602 tickets we already sold out in Dubai.
It's amazing. So we have three.
We're thinking about adding a second show.
We have.
But right now, currently, I'm in Las Vegas at the Flamingo.
Yes, we'll mention that again before we leave because we have about 2 minutes left, but I have a quick question for you. It's very important.
I have a quick answer because we only got a minute and a half. Go ahead.
If people come to see George Wallace who have never seen George Wallace perform, and there are a few of them out there, despite the fact you've been around a long time, almost as long as the chickens, and have been performing.
Yes.
What is the typical response of someone who's never seen you? They've come to see the show, and after the show, they come up to you and they say what?
They say, I've heard people say, I've never heard of you, but I'm so happy to come to you. This is the best show I've seen in Las Vegas. And I'd like to get that answer. And people say, and I've seen them all. And some people are like 60 years old and go, I've seen them for years. I've seen everybody. We thoroughly enjoyed your show. Thank you so much. And a great compliment. You know, my husband died 2 years ago, and I haven't laughed. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for letting me. I can bring my whole family to the show.
That's nice.
You never know what's going to happen at the show. You might win something. I give away.
Oh yes, you give away prizes.
Yeah,
The last time I saw your show, I won a Mercedes. I thank you very much.
Well, the Mercedes is on display starting this week in front of the Flamingo that I'm giving away.
Oh, I thought I already won it.
No, that's what you see. My daddy used to say, you need to stop thought and start thinking. See, that's your problem.
Now, one more thing is very important.
One more thing you said
because
that 2 minutes ago.
You always are thinking. So the question is.
Yes, I always are thinking. But you make people think, Ira.
I try.
Yeah.
So when you're thinking,
yes.
Do you write it down? For example, during the day you come up with an idea.
Yeah.
So you don't forget it, and then incorporate it into the act. If it works, you keep it.
Yeah.
But do you use a computer? Do you just write it by hand, take a note? Do you talk into a voice recorder?
I do. I put it in my telephone. That's starting last week. I bought a new phone and I put the little notes. It's a place an icon for notes. But usually I put it down. I write it on napkins. You come to my house, I got paper everywhere. I got little cards. I got books. I got just write little notes everywhere.
Have you thought about becoming paperless, where you can just put it into one either?
Well, I should do that. That's what I'm starting with the new telephone that I have. I have a new telephone. I don't know how to work it, but
well, who knows how to work their phones?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to in the next year or two?
I'm looking forward to having fun and just promoting and making this show better and doing some more promotions.
And you can do that because you have a background also in marketing.
In marketing, it's marketing and
advertising.
Yes.
And you work for an ad agency
in New York. I used to be vice president of the world's largest.
And you used to work for Red Fox and write him. And did you do his party records? No. Okay.
No, I'm working for Ira.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, you want to come write for the show?
Sternberg.
You want to be my announcer?
Ira Sternberg. It's not Rosenberg. It's Sternberg. You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's Wallace, right? George
Wallace.
Wallace. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, George.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure being with you.
George.
Ira, let me shake your hand. I'm never shaking your hand. Shooken? shaking, because I went to night school. I've never shaken your hand before. Why can't we say who'da thunk? What's wrong with who'da thunk? There's nothing wrong with that word, is there?
It's the structure of the sentence.
Oh my God, he's going to try to analyze
George Wallace, ladies and gentlemen, go see that funny guy. He's at the Flamingo.
Do we get paid for doing this show?
No, every night except when he's not there. So it's like every night except Sunday, Monday. I know, 10 p.m. Best 10 p.m. show, as he says. Around at the.
I'm going to the doctor right now. I'm going to Dr. Keith Clevin to work on. You know Keith Clevin, he's Tiger Woods' physical therapist.
And I'm going to go
over
see the
there
doctor
right now
to recuperate from this segment.
You really should, because you are sick. I'm sick. We're all sick. It's good to be sick.